everybody. Here we are in Austin, Texas. We've been traveling for about a month and a half, or maybe closer to a month, depending on what starting date you'd like to pick. In any case, John and Lane are here at the Victory Grill in Austin, Texas. Historical music institution restaurant. It's been here for decades and decades. We just found out about it, and it seems to be a really important stomping ground in Black musical history. So we're going to turn the camera over and talk with
Clifford
about the restaurant, how long he's been here, what brought him here. Introduce yourself to everyone, Clifford.
Hi, I'm Clifford. Well, me personally, I've been here 4 years, probably going on 5. Walked in one day to book the venue, rent the space, and never left. Been here ever since. I don't think I've missed a day in this building whilst I was in Austin. The only time I was separated from here was probably on a little trip to R&R. But basically, it's been like home. It's like been my house ever since I walked in. Just a little background. We actually just finished celebrating our 64th birthday. That's for the building. The building itself is a historic site. It's in the National Registry. It's a state treasure, and it's also a city landmark. It's significant to Austin Blacks because back then, when the building the venue was first opened, it was to provide a venue for local Blacks and military officers who had just come back from World War I, where the victory was just declared, World War II, where the victory was just declared, and hence the name Victory Grill. It served as part of the Chitlin circuit throughout the South. A lot of the people that played here back then were Black up-and-coming musicians who could not have played on the white side of the city. Ironically, white folks came over here, Black folks could not go over there. Same structure standing all these years. In fact, our motto on the outside says still standing, and I think we're going to remain standing for another 64, 65 years. Back then, the grind was and still is today a great hustle. Just to name drop a little bit, some of the bigger name acts that would be recognized easily was B.B. King, the gentleman that built this place, Johnny Holmes. He served as B.B. King road manager back then when he would come through Austin. B.B. King played here, and he played for tips. We would like to get him to come and play for tips again, right? So anybody out there who can do it for us, okay, let's do it. Ike Tina Turner played here. Some of the local acts like Bobby Blue Bland, who was probably more synonymous to Texas, played here. So just to name just a few people that have been through the spot. Ironically, it's one of the very few Black venues that still remain functional today. I think it's important that the younger people, the young folks get involved, stay involved, and use their history as a backdrop to go forward. And I think there's some good lessons to be learned through just being here, through listening to the old folks that come through and repeat what had happened, and just the vibe of the place itself. You get to feel what reality is. Gentrification, I know it's a word that we all know now, and at the time when Eastside Austin and the urban development program in Austin was targeting the blighted areas, this building was targeted to be torn down. And she had expended a lot of her resources, a lot of her political capital, a lot of her goodwill to save it. And having listened to her and her story kind of encouraged me to say, listen, I think you need some help. And I walked in to rent it to just do a show and never left. And, now I'm practically the face of the building. The first person you see, the last person you see is Clifford when you come through. But I'm riding on somebody else's coattail that hadn't she stepped up and did what she had done at that time, who knows where we would have been today.
So Clifford, just tell us what your capacity is, or maybe a better question is, what don't you do here at Victory Group?
And I'm glad you say it like this, because everything, you know what I mean? First year, last year, I mop the floors, do the dishes, cook the food. There's help in between. But I think, and I try to do it not just for me, but as an example. Because if I want to encourage a younger person to do something, then I have to be able to do it myself. And I think I try to lead by that example. You want to get it done right, or the way you like it, you ought to be able to do it. I have one real quick story. It's ironic that you guys are here around this period of time. Last year we had a collective drove in from New York, painted our mural on the outside. It was a summer like this one. It was too hot to do it during the day. So one Friday night, one Saturday night, they drove in midday Friday. They came back to work Friday night all night. They stayed away all day. They came back Saturday night all night, and Sunday morning they left. And I want you to get a shot of that mural outside. Right. Much props to those guys out there. Trustyourstruggle.com. Hit them up, look them up, give them love. They're really dedicated. They know their thing. If you see our mural, it's the talk of our town, talk of our city, and it's 2 nights. They came really prepared and they just did their thing and left.
Say it again, the website?
Trustyourstruggle.com. This is the same stage that B.B. King played on, 4 Tips. That's proven fact, so we're gonna work with that one. These images here are some local, what should I say, artists, promoters at different events at different time. This lady here, that's Miss Eva Lindsay. She's actually the lady that did all the work, or all the legwork in securing historical marker for the venue.